I had a conversation with ChatGPT, not about productivity, not about success, not about motivation. I asked a darker question. I asked, if you were the devil and you wanted to fracture a man from the day he was born until the day he died, what would you do? The answer wasn't dramatic. It wasn't supernatural. It wasn't violent. It was disturbingly familiar. This video is not about evil in the mythical sense. It's about systems, conditioning, and the slow, invisible ways men are shaped, fractured, and emptied while being told they are becoming strong. So let me tell you exactly what the answer was. If I were the devil, and my goal was to fracture a man from the day he was born until the day he died, this is exactly how I would do it. I wouldn't start with violence. Violence creates resistance. I wouldn't start with trauma. Trauma is visible. I would start with conditioning, with systems, with stories, with silence. Because the most dangerous prison is the one the prisoner defends. The quiet war begins. I would make sure he is born into a world that fears his power before he ever learns he has it. From his first breath, the war begins. Not with chains, but with shame. Not with force, but with expectation. Before he arrives, I would program his parents. I would make sure his father is emotionally unavailable. Not necessarily cruel, just distant. A man who provides but does not witness. A man who believes love is duty, not presence. Or worse, I would make the father absent entirely, gone physically or gone emotionally. So the boy grows up trying to become a man without ever seeing one. Then I would make sure the mother is overwhelmed, unsupported, still carrying wounds from her own childhood, still hoping this boy will become the man who makes everything make sense. So the child enters a home where love is conditional, safety is inconsistent, emotions are inconvenient. That becomes his blueprint. Early childhood, conditioning the nervous system. As a boy, he is curious, energetic, restless, alive. So I would teach him early that his nature is a problem. When he cries, I would minimize it. When he gets angry, I would punish it. When he asks questions, I would shame him. Stop crying. Be strong. Don't be difficult. Act like a man. He learns something crucial before age 7. His inner experience cannot be trusted, so he disconnects from it. School, the tame machine. Then I would weaponize school. I would sit him in a chair for 6 hours a day and punish him for needing to move. I would label his curiosity as disruption, his wildness as disorder, his imagination as distraction. I would tell him something is wrong with him for not fitting into a system that was never built for him. If he resists, I would medicate him, quiet him, slow him down. I would drug his spirit before it grows teeth. And I would make sure no one ever says to him, "You are not broken, you are awake." Masculinity, confusion by design. I would confuse his masculinity early. I would tell him real men are dominant, competitive, emotionally shut down. I would tell him kindness is weakness, that empathy makes him soft, that vulnerability makes him prey. I would teach him silence is strength. Then I would do something cruel. When he becomes emotionally unavailable, I would mock him. And when the pressure finally cracks him, I would call him toxic. Now he is ashamed of the armor he was told to wear. sexuality, fracture before formation. Before he understands intimacy, I would introduce pornography, pleasure without connection, access without effort, control without vulnerability. He learns that desire is something you consume, not something you share. He learns to perform, not to feel, to conquer, not to connect. He will have sex without ever being touched. He will be surrounded by bodies and starving for closeness, and he won't know why. Worth equals performance. Next, I would tie his worth to achievement, grades, muscles, money, status. I would praise outcomes, not character, results, not effort, winning, not growth. Every success earns him approval. Every failure costs him love. Now he is addicted to productivity and terrified of rest. He doesn't chase success because he wants it. He chases it because he thinks it will finally make him enough. Isolation, strong and alone. I would isolate him emotionally. I would surround him with people, but never allow him to be known. I would teach him to joke through pain, distract through humor, lie with confidence. He becomes charismatic, competent, reliable, and deeply lonely. He is the strongest man in the room and feels like a fraud. Men against men. I would keep him in silent competition with other men. I would convince him that brotherhood is weakness, that vulnerability gets betrayed, that trusting another man makes him prey. So instead of community, he gets comparison. Instead of support, rivalry. Instead of brotherhood, isolation. He stands alone, admired, respected, disconnected. Love, the unnamed wound. Then I would wound his heart. I would let his first love break him completely. And when he reaches for language, I would tell him to man up. Forget it. Move on. Don't be weak. So he buries the wound alive. Every relationship after that is filtered through pain he was never allowed to name. He becomes guarded, then distant, then accused of being cold, and he doesn't know how to explain himself. The chase that never ends. I would keep him chasing something just out of reach. The perfect body, the perfect career, the perfect partner, the perfect moment when he finally feels enough. But it never arrives, because the void was never created by lack of achievement. It was created by disconnection from self. Old age, the final tragedy. And in the end, I would make sure he dies admired, respected, praised, the good man, the provider, the reliable one, the man who never complained, the man who never asked for help. He leaves behind success, stability, and sacrifice, and takes his truth to the grave. That is how I would fracture a man, not with obvious trauma, but with slow erosion, with silence, with lies dressed as love, until he forgets what it ever felt like to be whole. And the most tragic part? He will believe this is normal. He will call it masculinity. He will defend the system that broke him. And that is how the devil wins.
If this resonated with you, don't let it end here. Like the video, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe to King and Queens Rising for more conversations that challenge, awaken, and restore.